let's start with the stem and leaf plot. This is just one more way to show a group of numbers in an organized way. Here we have two examples of how they can be done, one with two-digit numbers and another with decimal numbers. Let's look at example 1. Notice how the numbers are written. Here's number 10. The stem is 1 and the leaf is 0. Notice the key below. It shows us that a stem of 2 and a leaf of 3 is the same as 23. A stem of 2 and a leaf of 1 is the same as 21. The stem is always the first digit. The leaf is always the second digit. Let's look at number 12, which also starts with 1. Since it has the same stem, we'll just put the 2 over here, and that's how we show the numbers 10 and 12. The second row of numbers will be those with the stem of 2, 21, 23, and 23. We've got 3 different numbers. They all share the same stem, so they'll put them on the same row. You've got 21, so you have a leaf of 1. 23, you have a leaf of 3, and another 23. So you'll have 2 different leaves of 3. Now let's look at 35. It gets a row of its own with a stem of 3 and a leaf of 5. Let's take a moment and look at this. Notice the numbers are written from the smallest to the biggest. Now look at the first row with the stem of 1, you've got 10 and 12. The second row with the stem of 2, you've got 21, 23, and another 23. And the last row with the stem of 3, you've got the number 35. Now on to example 2, which is a little different. Instead of being two-digit numbers, these are decimal numbers. These numbers up here are shown below. Look at the key and it explains it. A stem of 4 and a leaf of 2 is the same as 4.2. The two 1.5s are written with a stem of 1 and a leaf of 5, and 1.8 is a stem of 1 and a leaf of 8. Let's go to our 2s. 2.0, 2.3, 2.6, and 2.6 are all written with a stem of 2. On to our 4s. We have 4.2 and 4.8. Our final row has a stem of 5, 5.0, 5.0, and 5.7, all written like that. Let's take a moment to read it. A survey was given to 20 people in the entrance of a movie theater. Each person was asked their age. The results are shown below. As in real life, they're not in any particular order. And so the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at the numbers. So we've got 15, 30, 25. I'm just kind of getting an idea for how I'm going to organize it. I note the first digit of all the numbers. So I'm just kind of getting a feel for the numbers first right now. And based upon that, I can go ahead and determine what my stems are going to be. I have numbers that start with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So my stems will be 1 through 6. The next step is to write all these random numbers in order from smallest to biggest. I'm going to look carefully and cross them out as I go. I see 13, 15, and 15. So I'll write them first, and then I'll continue to do this in order until I've written all of the numbers through the highest number of 63. Now that I've got them organized, I can begin finishing my chart. I'll start with the first set of rows, all with the stem of 1, and I'll write them up there. I've got 13, 15, another 15, and then I see that I still have more, a 17 and 18. So I'll write a 7 and an 8. So that represents my first 5 numbers, 13, 15, 15, 17, and 18. Now for my 20s. I've got 20, so I'll put a 0, 23, 25, and another 25, just like that. On to the third row, 30, 38, 39. To the fourth row, 43 and 44. To the fifth row, I've got 50, 52, another 52, and 54. Finally, the last row, I have a 60 and a 63. The last step will be the key. I can pick any number that I've written above and use that for the key. I've chosen 38, so I'll put a stem of 3, a leaf of 8, makes 38. And here you have your very own stem and leaf chart right here.